So I'm really excited about this session. And I'm really excited about it because it is all about uncovering some of the patterns that we have in our lives, some of those patterns that just seem to continue to repeat themselves over and over again, getting us the very same results. Um, and the purpose of this, welcome. The purpose of this session is to start to talk about how getting a better understanding of how to identify what those patterns are. And the goal is for you to leave with one action step that you're going to commit to yourself to take after this particular session so that you can start to break that cycle and interrupt that pattern of behavior. So that's the purpose, or that's kind of what was on my mind for this session. It's kind of the natural progression from the last couple of sessions that we've had uh, that have really been about connecting in. So I am, let me just see here. Okay, we have plenty of time. All right, so this is going to be a session of, well, first of all, I'm Lisane Bosque. I founded Shaping Freedom. I'm really excited you're here. Some of you are brand new to this particular space. And I'm really grateful and happy that you've chosen to spend an hour on a Monday here to get yourself filled up so you can kind of go into your week feeling fueled, having cleared some stuff out so that you can create some new things as the week progresses. I do have the recording is going, as you may see, and my note taker Otter AI thing is in here somewhere. I will just let you know that I don't share what happens in this space. This is a very safe space. And the way for people to feel comfortable sharing and venting sometimes, or kind of putting what's happening in your lives out into this space requires that there's trust. And so, what I will release sometimes are the audios of the meditations that I do, where only I'm speaking. And if I were to release any video or anything, it would just be of me. So I just wanted to put that out there and for those folks who haven't been here before, just to make sure that you know that. Um, so it takes a lot of courage to make the decision to start to take a look at how we may be, what our role is in the results that are happening in our lives. A lot of us are very good at looking at the folks around us and calling out and checking them on their patterns. We see that, right? Where it's like, you always do this, or I asked you for that and you gave me this. Like, we're really good at that. And the purpose and intention for this particular conversation is to help you all to gently switch that finger back towards yourself, not for blame, not to incite guilt or shame or to feel badly about anything that you've done. We are all showing up doing the best that we can with what we have in the moment, with whatever tools we have or whatever mindset we're in at the moment. So, this is really about inquiry and curiosity and giving us a moment to let things slow down enough to be able to clearly see what's happening for the purpose of helping you to improve the relationship that you're in with yourself and to help you to look to see where you could potentially correct course in the relationship that you're in and communication that you're in with yourself. So that's the purpose of this particular session. So what we're going to do is I'm going to start with and there's going to be a moment for either we can talk about it or you can journal about it. So if you're a journaler, or if you have a way of putting some notes down or some reflections down for later on, I encourage you to grab that thing, whatever it is. Um, and uh, Yeah, so we talked about that. I'm sorry, I'm coming off of another call and I'm trying to like clear my head for this. And then afterwards, we'll have some conversation about some of the insights that came to you during the meditation. So I'd like to get started with the meditation. Two things I wanted to mention. One is that during this meditation, I'm going to make reference to your higher self. Now, that is not necessarily your higher self is however you define your higher self. Sometimes it's the part of us that knows, while that other part of ourselves, kind of like are running rampant. Sometimes it's the part of you that's in the future that learns all the things and talks back to you and reflects that back to you. So I am going to make reference to your higher self. And for you, in that part of the meditation, whatever it is that feels right for you. Sometimes I also make reference to God or the creator or the universe. Again, whatever feels right for you in that moment, please replace it with that. Replace that reference with that, because this is about you and your own conversation with yourself. The other thing I wanted to mention is you can be on camera, you can be off camera, does not matter. But what I will ask at some point at the end of the meditation, and maybe during it, is just to let me know you're there. It can be a thumbs up, it can be a heart, it can be a whatever, but just so that I know that you're there and that you're okay, because we're all in this space together. Okay. We're going to start with a few cleansing breaths first that we'll do for two reasons. One is to kind of clear any of the debris from the day, any thoughts that we might be walking into this meditation bringing, to get those things out of our space. And two is for us to come together and connect as community around this moment where we are looking to release something. Okay. And the way that we're going to do that is I'm going to instruct you at the right time to breathe in through your nose. And then I'm going to instruct you to hold it for a moment and then to just exhale through your mouth, making as much noise as you want to, because you'll be muted anyway. Nobody will hear it. As much, just releasing whatever vocally you want or need to release. Okay. On the other side of the meditation, we'll unpack some of what came up for you, if that feels right to you and if you want to. And at any point during the meditation or at any point during this conversation, if you have any questions, if there's something that you want to make sure we remember or address, please put it into the chat and then we'll take a look at it along the way. And Unique, I see you are in the midst of mommy duties, and I absolutely understand that. All right. So, any questions or anything before we get started? Okay, is there anything that anyone would like me to ensure that I include in this meditation? Okay, all right, so let's get going. So find yourself into a comfortable position, whatever that is. You can sit up, you can lay down, whatever feels right for you. Um, Even if you get super sleepy, it's okay, because these meditations are really about allowing what's inside to hear and to listen. So get yourself into whatever position feels right and good for you. Um, Allow your body weight to settle in a way that feels safe and supported. You are safe. You are supported in this moment. I invite you to close your eyes and just soften your gaze once you do close your eyes. And what I mean by that is sometimes we're thinking so intently that you can feel your eyes, the muscles in your eyes. This is an exercise in allowing Even if it's for the very first time today, allow yourself to settle. Allow yourself to settle into this moment. Just breathing normally for now, allowing yourself to feel into any sensations you may be feeling, letting your neck do the job of holding up your head, your shoulders do the job of holding up your neck and your head, allowing your arms to just rest comfortably, your hands to just completely relax, allowing yourself to feel the in the bottom of your torso, just allowing your physical weight, any emotional weight or mental weight, just allow it to all settle into this moment, this quiet moment, allowing yourself to let your legs feel heavy, feeling into your feet. Welcome. And now we're going to take 5 cleansing breaths together in the way that I described before. And so all together, breathing in through your nose, nice, long, deep inhale. Hold it for a moment at the top and just let it go. And again, inhaling through your nose, maybe drawing that air into the core of your belly. Hold it for a moment. Release fully through your mouth. And again, inhaling through your nose. Hold it. And then exhale. Allow your shoulders to drop. Inhale through your nose. Deep, deep inhale. Fill your lungs, fill your belly. Hold it for a moment. Exhale, allowing your jaw to soften. Allow your belly to soften. Allow your weight to settle. One last time, breathing in through your nose. Breathing out through your mouth. Allowing yourself to arrive right here in this moment, right here, right now. I invite you to continue just listening in. Maybe give yourself a little scan. How are you feeling? With no judgment, with no expectation, just allowing yourself to move from whatever pace you are going at into this moment of stillness, observation, quiet, just allowing your thoughts to settle. Now bring your awareness into your body, into your breathing. No judgment. Allow yourself to breathe normally, to feel into your body, the space that you are taking up. Now imagine yourself standing at the beginning of a familiar road. And by road, I mean looking at a scene, a very familiar scene that you've been in many times before. Maybe this is a place where you didn't realize you were heading to again, but this is a path that you've walked before where you know very well how the path ends. This is the road of pattern. It's a place it's something that repeats itself time and time again. It's a dynamic that we sometimes find ourselves in time and time again. And I invite you now to just softly close your eyes, soften your gaze, allow the muscles around your eyes to relax. Allow yourself to just be in this moment. There's nothing for you to do, there's nothing for you to think about. Just allow the pieces of this pattern to appear for you. This meditation is all about allowing you and your higher self to identify a pattern. We don't always recognize when we're on our way to a pattern or we kind of run past it, but it's something that repeats and the signs are always there. Sometimes we feel something in our chest. Sometimes we feel tightness in our throat or a bit of panic. Sometimes it's about the need to be right, the need to prove ourselves. Sometimes it's that stance that we double down on. Sometimes the pattern is in our choice making, choosing the same situations over and over again, the same types of people over and over again. Sometimes it's the need to, or the desire to disappear in a moment, or maybe you feel unseen or underappreciated or overburdened or like you're just not enough. Just allow yourself to pause here in this acknowledgement and this awareness. And I encourage you to be curious. This is not about judgment. This is not an opportunity for you to beat yourself up. Just notice, what is the pattern? And where does it always seem to take you or get you? As you recall what the pattern is, just gently observe what you might be feeling in your body, allowing any thoughts that you might be having to just drift away. They're not necessary right now. This is about observation and awareness. And now I invite you to go back to the last time that you found yourself fully inside of this pattern. In that moment where you knew that you had gotten yourself exactly there, where it's no longer subtle, it's no longer quiet. You're there, it's loud, and you're in the consequence of this pattern. Maybe it's a fight that you have over and over again. Maybe it's a decision that you make time and time again that you tend to regret on the other side of it. Maybe a moment where you felt powerless or shut down or reactive. Just breathe into it. You're in a safe space. Just breathe into it and observe yourself in this pattern. Going back to that moment, what did you feel in your body? Where did you feel it? What did your mind tell you to do? How did you respond, either to that person, to the situation, or to yourself? Fully put yourself into that moment. Now go back a little bit earlier to the moment right before this pattern escalated. What were the early signs? What did you feel or hear or know that you chose to ignore? What choice did you make that pulled you further and further down the path of this pattern? And I'll invite you to take a breath right here. This is not about judgment. It's not about being cruel or mean or critical of yourself. This is only about observation and awareness. Take a breath here. Offer yourself some compassion. You know that you were doing what you knew to do or what felt right for you in that moment. You were doing what you once believed kept you safe. But now you're waking up to it. It's a different day. And now I invite you to ask yourself gently and clearly inside, ask yourself, what is this pattern trying to teach me? What am I believing that keeps this pattern alive in my life? And what truth am I ready to remember instead? And now I'm going to pause for a minute to allow your higher self whisper the answer to you. What is this pattern trying to teach me? And what am I believing that keeps this pattern alive? Now take another deep cleansing breath in through your nose. Deep, steady. Exhale through your mouth. Feel your feet on the ground, even if they're not. Feel into your body in this moment. Please be willing to receive that you don't have to walk that road unconsciously and disconnected from yourself. You're here. Hopefully, you're willing to allow yourself to awaken. Hopefully, you're willing to believe that you have the power to choose. And as we bring this meditation to a close, I invite you to bring a word or a phrase up. Allow it to come up. Don't search for it. Just allow it to come up. A word or a phrase that represents the energy or the intention that you want to carry forward. I'll give you a few moments for that. And let's take 5 breaths to come out of this meditation. Again, breathing in through our nose all together now. Inhale, hold it for a moment, and then exhale. And again, inhale in through your nose, hold it, and exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose, hold it, exhale through your mouth. One last time, inhale through your nose. Deep, deep inhale. Hold it. Exhale through your mouth. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes. Maybe move around a little bit and come back into the room. I'll give you a moment if you have a journal or if you just need a moment to jot down anything that came up for you. The question was, what is this pattern trying to teach me? What am I believing that keeps the pattern alive? And what truth am I ready to remember instead? Another question you can ask yourself as you're journaling is, what emotions or beliefs tend to fuel this pattern for you? Unique asked me to put the questions into the chat, so I'm going to do that. What is the pattern that keeps showing up in your life? What role, role do you play in keeping it alive? What emotions or beliefs tend to fuel this pattern for you? Meaning, what do you feel right before this pattern kicks itself off? And what has this pattern, this particular pattern, cost you? And what do you believe it's trying to teach you? I'll give you a few moments to chat with yourself, and then we'll talk about it. Again, reminding you to be in the mode of observation, be in the mode and space of parenting yourself with love and kindness and patience. I'll give you another 2 minutes. Would anyone like to share their insights or anything that came up for them during the meditation? Anything surprise you?